Hello everyone, welcome to another session of I'm Talking featuring Rashad with me and I am talking. And today is episode 27. It's entitled Fan Love. So today this show is going to be dedicated to the fans. So first, I'm gonna be opening fan mail, but before I get to that, I just want to say thank you for supporting me in season 1 and season 2 of I'm Talking. Thank you for the views and the likes. And thank you for the haters for hating and giving me negative feedback. You really helped me out and encouraged me to keep doing this, because by hearing your negative feedback, I got discouraged for a second, and then I thought about it and encouraged me to get some more thoughts. So thank you for haters for hating. You can keep on doing that. Thank you fans for supporting me and giving me positive, constructive criticism. Thank you for your tweets. Thank you for your texts and calling me on Facebook. I really appreciate it. And if it wasn't for you all, I would not be doing this. Okay, so I was reviewing all my videos, and the only video from between season 1 and season 2 that got the most views were episode 1, Crazy Encounters, which I talked about when I got raped and when somebody tried to break in my apartment and all that. And I think I got a lot of views on that because that was real deep. And I also saw that on season 1, then after that one, my views, like between 80, but it's fine. And also it's crazy because season 2, my views started getting a lot better. And I think it's because like I was just doing crazy stuff, like recording me drinking at the club, or I just had better ideas, I'm assuming. And I got a lot of positive feedback. I got people subscribing to my channel because I advertised it more in season 2. So thank you all again for subscribing. Thank you all for the positive feedback. So let's get into the fan mail. So basically, a few months ago, I was interviewing people, asking them 3 series of questions of like, how do you like my show? Would you recommend it for someone to watch? And what's your favorite episode? So let's get into the first piece of mail. This is from Antonio in Mississippi. Okay, let me open this. Let's see what Antonio has to say. So again, the questions were, did you like my show? And would you recommend it for someone to watch? And what is your favorite episode? He said, hi Rashad, I like your show. Getting some good helpful information from you. I'm from Camden, Mississippi. The episode I liked is Watch Out. You explain things about being mindful and cautious of others claiming to be your friends. I really enjoyed this episode because I could relate on that. Love your attitude and charisma you bring. Anyway, need more like you out here. You bring something good for all to watch on here. Thank you, Anthony. I really appreciate that. Okay, we're gonna get to the next. Piece of mail, and this one is from Edward in Suitland, Maryland. Let's see what Edward had to say. I watch your show and utilize it to get to know you better when not in your presence and see what kind of person you are. Oh, I think I do remember you. Yeah, I remember you, and yeah, that is a good tool to look at my videos to see what kind of person I am before you get to meet me. But sometimes my show I could be doing extra, but in person I'm not really that kind of person. Like on my show, I'm well, of course I'm talkative because it's called I'm Talking, but in person I am talkative sometimes, especially when I drink. So yeah, that's a good method to use when you're trying to get to know somebody by looking at, researching them online and stuff like that. Okay, we have Stanley from somewhere in Maryland. And let's see what Stanley had to say. You have great information to share, and I recommend your show to be watched to a few people already. And I leave comments on there on the one that I watched. Oh, thank you, Stanley. I appreciate it, and I do be seeing your comments, and it really encouraged me to do better and do more of my shows. So the next piece of mail is from Diego, and Diego from Atlanta. Can't read his handwriting. Right. Let's see what Diego had to say. Yeah, Diego from Atlanta, Georgia. I love your show. My favorite episode is episode 16. Yes, I would recommend it. Episode 16. Oh yeah, that was White Boy Wasted. Yeah, I love that episode too. I was showing like when I was at the club, when I was getting drunk with my friends and all that. So yeah, that was a real good episode, and I was shocked, like right after I posted, I started getting a lot of views right after I posted it online. Okay, so Hot Sauce from DC. What an interesting name. Let's see what Hot Sauce had to say. You seem alone on your show. You need to add someone to talk about different experiences, not just yours, but your passions is very much admired. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Hot Sauce. Well, about that, most of my acquaintances and or friends are camera shy, so I do try to bring people on the show. But most people say they'd rather be in the background, so like, okay, I might as well do it myself, whatever. I have no problem, but I would, yeah, you're right, I would like someone to be on the show with me. Okay, our next letter is Jonathan from Louisiana. Let's see what Jonathan has to say. The next piece of mail is from Jonathan from Louisiana. Let's see what Jonathan has to say. I think your show is very interesting. I would recommend it for people to watch. All your episodes are enjoyable. Some of them are on point, but all are funny. Oh, thank you. A lot of people find my episodes amusing. I do too, some of them too, like, and you said you pointed out they're enjoyable. Oh, I'm glad they're enjoyable. I watch them, well, yeah, I watch them after I, probably once after I record them to make sure they're on point, everything's okay. But I always aim to do better. I look at all my faults in my episode. So thank you, Jonathan. I really appreciate that. Okay. Our next letter is from Bryce from Pierce from Baltimore. Okay, let's see what Pierce had to say. Hi, Rashad. I like your show, and I think that it's hilarious. I was reading along with you in the story time episode. Oh, I remember that. That was green eggs and ham. Oh, yeah, that was funny. I was doing my Elmo voice. That was I was doing that when I was at work bored, and when I was working my overnight job. Yeah, you're like the second person that said it was hilarious. The green eggs and ham one, and when I did my Elmo voice. Thank you, Pierce, Price, whatever your name is. Okay. Potts from Florida. Okay. Another interesting name. Let's see what Potts had to say. Damn, a lot. I would like for you to hit your topics harder. I found myself kind of distracted because you go from subject to subject. Overall, I enjoyed the show and love your ability to be comfortable and make it like casual conversation. I love the story time episode because it was different. Okay. Thank you for the appreciate it. You say you hit it there. You find yourself distracted. Yeah, I tend to go from subject to subject. I gotta work on that. Like when I talk in regular life for public people, I go from subject to subject. This is something I really gotta work on. So thank you for pointing that out. And I think you also said you liked the storytime episode. Thought it was different. Yeah, it was. Okay, now we got Chucky from Indiana. Okay. Let's see what Chucky had to say. We gotta hurry up because we're running out of time. The Elmo shit crazy funny. SMFH LOL. Oh, yeah, so you're referring to the storytime episode again. Yeah, it was funny. I just wanted to do something different. I didn't even think I was gonna get a lot of views on that episode, for real, for real. Okay, the next piece of mail is from Richard from Kentucky. Let's see what Richard has to say. I think you're a wonderful. Maybe you probably can already say, I think you do a wonderful job on your show. I love the all. Okay. Okay, so basically you're saying I do a wonderful job on my show and you love it all. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, our last piece of mail today, and then we're gonna finish up this episode. Well, this is from Eric from Indiana. Let's see what Eric has to say. Hi Rashad, I think your shows are very interesting and I would recommend it to people to watch. Thank you, Eric. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for your mail, and thank you all for your for answering my just thank you all for your helping me out with this show and your telling me about myself. Really appreciate it. Okay, so I just read the fan mail again. Thank you all. Thank you my fans. Thank you my haters. And so, yeah, I really learned a lot from reading this. It was fun because a lot of people seem to like my story time episode when I did my Elmo voice, and like Edward from Suitland, he said he used it to get to know me better. So yeah, I think that was a good method. That stuck out in my mind. Like, that is a good concept to get to know people. Like when I'm dating or something or trying to get to know someone, I'll look at their Facebook, I'll look at their Instagram to find videos and see what kind of person they are, how they talk and all that. See what I'm getting myself into or something. So thank you all for your mail. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting me on my show. If it wasn't for you all, I would not be doing this. Okay, thank you all for watching episode 27 entitled Fan Love. I really appreciate this was a really fun episode, and I also want to mention you all are my biggest fan, because if it wasn't for your feedback, if it wasn't for your direct criticism and your encouragement, I wouldn't be doing this at all. So thank you all for helping me with my show. You all are really my biggest fans, and I really appreciate you all. I don't want you all to think that I don't and I'm being selfish, because I'm not. Because again, I said if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this. And also, next week's episode is going to be called So You Can Sing. And I'm not going to tell you more about the episode. You're going to have to wait till next week at the beginning. But again, thank you all for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you put your comments down below. Text me 202-996-3206. You can tweet me at Rashad is Talking. You can add me on Snapchat at sexyrashad171. You can kick me at what's my kick? Sexy Rashad, that's my kick as well. And I will see you all next week. Thank you again for watching my next segments. I don't know, it's gonna be a later date. More than likely, probably in season 3. I'm gonna be opening up the lines, seeing what you all think, getting calls from you all, my fans, getting feedback from you all, whether it either just calls or tweets. But I would like to hear from you all, hear your voice, hear what's coming from your heart, what you would like to tell me about my shows and what I could work on, or just anything you would like to talk to me about. And that will be featured on a later date. I don't know the date, but you all will be, I will keep you all posted on when I'm going to be doing that.